All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to talk about Methuselah. I've been looking for this guy forever. He's the key. And if you read the Old Testament, Methuselah, let's look right here, he's the son of Enoch. Enoch is the one that God took up. Okay, look, it tells you right here. Enoch walked with God for 300 years, the rest of his life on earth. His son, Methuselah, name gives us a clue why his birth name made Enoch want to walk so close to God, that he walked on home to heaven because God took him. Okay, Enoch never died. That was the dad. Okay, Methuselah is the son. Okay, but his name means man of dark, man of the sending forth. There's other interpretations. Hebrew Methuselah is generally interpreted to mean man of the dark, man of the weapon. Okay, some also interpret it as when he is dead, it will be sent, implying his death will bring about a consequence or judgment. Ugh. Okay, so these guys break it down right here. Muth in Hebrew means man or death, and shalak, whatever, means to send or to let go. Okay, so like this one says right here, man of the dark, one who was sent. Another source interpreted, his death shall send. So this guy lived 969 years. He only needed 31 more years to hit 1,000 millennial, but nobody could ever reach it. I'm sure there was a reason, but okay, this one says he was born 3074 BC. All right, so let's go look here. Here's more stuff. Genesis 5:27. Methuselah signifies he dies. There is a dart, and then forth. Name. Oh, okay, same thing. So Methuselah is the oldest man on record. He lived to be within 31 years of millennial and died in the year of the flood. Okay, so this guy, I've been looking for him. There's a, because dart, javelin, or whatever. So I'm looking for him. Like, who is that? There's a guy actually that broke this record. It could be a javelin or a regular Olympics, but not anymore. It could be him, but not. I found the one who's Methuselah. We have to have a Methuselah in our time, and so I found him. Oh, look, so he was Methuselah was 31 years away from 1,000 message. So yeah, he's the message. When he dies, get ready. The flood's coming. Okay, Noah, let me see, where are we at? Okay, Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came on the earth. Okay, so remember that number, 600. Methuselah dies, and boom, Noah turned 600 when the year of the flood came. Okay, so let's go here. In Greek, Greek alphabet has 24 letters, but on the 22nd letter is the letter X, capital Chi. It's pronounced Chi, whatever, and X, lowercase Chi. But its numeric value, look at that, it's 600. And where have you heard 600 or X? The Elon Musk. Why did he change Twitter to X? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so Genesis 5, chapter 5:27. So were all the days of Methuselah 969 years, 100 years, and he died. Okay. And look, here's my guess who it is. Trump. I think Trump is our Methuselah. And you're like, you're crazy. Okay, well, look at my evidence. Let me see, what do we got here? Where am I at? I got too many tabs up. I kept finding stuff. Okay, anyway, so Donald Trump is the one. I think he's our Methuselah. And look, I just happened to pick up an old article, and look what it says on the sides. The Last of Us, every path has a prize. A masterpiece, gorgeous and harrowing. Big, beautiful, big, brilliant, and beautiful. Okay. The Last of Us. Okay, so anyway, that's funny that the advertisement says all that. And look, and if you look at the background, the city's all look like it got nuked. Look like it's all jacked up. And if you know the series and it's from a video game, The Last of Us. But anyway, let's go right here. This is when I am. Oh, this was Trump saying, "I am tonight announcing my candidacy for president of the United States." Trump said Tuesday at his Mar-a-Lago club. Okay. But look, here's the thing I've been looking at. Look, it says text Trump to 88022. You know, you have to text, text Trump to save America. But look, that number, I took a while to figure out what that meant. I know what that means. Hold on, do I have it right here? Okay, look. 88022. Okay, so you're like, so who cares? Okay, well, zero's no value, so it's just a placeholder. So 8822. Okay, so if you flip it, 2288. Look what that means. Thanatos, death. Death, physical or spiritual, meaning to die. Let's go here. What else does it have? Deadly death. Okay, whatever. Okay, so Thanatos. Like Thanos. Thanos means death. Okay. Remember Thanos? What did he do? He snapped his fingers and half of the people vanished, kind of like the rapture. Okay, so let's go to the other. Okay, 110. Where did I get that? 110. Oh, if you add the numbers, 88 and 22, 110. Look what 110 means. Immortality. Freedom from death. Okay, that's what happens after the rapture. You go into heaven, new body, you're changed. Okay, look, it even referenced Thanatos 110. Crazy. Let's keep going. 11:15. Okay, go back. Look, he announced it November 15th. So I just went and put 11:15. Strong concordance. Hebrew means not, except, without. I guess. Look at this one. 11:15. Golgotha. Place of the skull. That's where Jesus was crucified. Oh crap. Okay, so let's go. 9:15. Same thing. All I did was November. November means 9. So the root word. So 9:15. Strong concordance. Hebrew means to separate and divide. Oh, this country's pretty separate and divided right now. And look, it says barbarian and foreigner. Don't we have an mass invasion of people here? I don't know. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, Donald Trump. Let me see what else I found. Donald J. Trump. John. Let's see. Oh, look. It's right. I didn't notice it until earlier. He's the 45th president and the 47th president. And you're like, so? Look, add them up. 4, 5 is 9. 4, 7, 11. 9/11. And look, 9/11, to dip, to immerse. It's almost like a baptism. Dip, look, cover holy with the fluid. See? I don't know. Okay. And then I was wondering, because if you go to his, where's it at? Okay, so another thing I was looking at is like he's 78 right now, and so I'm like, his birthday's in June. Okay, so I'm like 78. What can that mean? And then the Lord told me, hey, type this in. And look what I found. W78. And you're like, what the heck is that? The W78 is an American thermonuclear warhead with an estimated yield of 335 to 350 kilotons of TNT. Jeez. Deployed on the LGM-30G Minuteman III Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, ICBM. Holy smokes. And it's a nuke. So I was like, why is his birthday so significant? So yeah, he's 78. It just comes to my head. This is crazy. Okay, so the more I keep looking, the more I find stuff. And I'm still fasting. Let's see what else I got. Oh, another thing. What was I gonna say? Okay, so the name Lucifer is numeric value 74. Jesus 74. Jesus' name is numeric value 74. The word nuclear 74. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we got here Genesis chapter 5:27. Altogether, Methuselah lived to a total of 969 years, and then he died. All right, so here they break down the name in Hebrew. There's two parts. Okay, so the verb mut means to die or kill. Yeah, we saw that. And the verb shalah means to send whatever from messengers to arrows. It may even be used to describe a plant's offshoots or branches. Okay, this is one I like. Refers to some kind of weapon, apparently a kind of missile. So that's why I was telling you, a javelin. And then it's a nuke. They're talking about a nuke. Okay, so look at this. Another thing I found that he's the Methuselah of our time. Look at so remember Methuselah means dart, javelin. Okay, look what Trump is standing right by his wife, and then that's the family crest. And you're like, what? Yeah, it's a family crest. Look at that. It has a hand. I thought this was a helmet, but then I saw the hand. That's the arm. So it's a hand. It's an arm, like I guess some kind of fancy soldier's arm, but he's holding a javelin or spear. Think about it. What is that? That javelin, that spear, it's a nuke. It's a type and shadow of a nuke. It's a weapon. And it's a hand holding it. And look, Trump is the one that has the nuclear launch codes. That's him. And then I was wondering, I go, what is all this stuff right here? Like on the sides? A lot of, it looks like hair or something. It's fire from the ballistic missile. It even looks like smoke and fire. Look, he has two chevrons here. E5 in the Navy. That's a rank of E5. And so E5, what is E5? A, B, C, D, E. That's 5. 5, 5. And you're like, okay, what's 5, 5? 5, 5. Do I have it on here? Okay. 5, 5 means pure, chaste, holy. Okay, to wrestle and to grapple. To coil up. To mount up. Almost like the rapture. It's all kinds of different meanings. But what's interesting is that 55 is the numeric value of the word Satan. I'm just telling you what I know. Satan, if you do the numeric value of the word Satan, it's 55. Even the word December, 55. But yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so where did I get that? 50, 99. How did I get that number? 50, 99. I think I did. Okay, let me see. I think I did this. Where's the calculator? 30, 74 plus 2025, 1599. I think that's how I got it. So when Methuselah was born, then you add 2025 right now. So 5099. Let's see what that is. To pay, to recompense, to comfort. That's the Hebrew one. I wonder what 100 is. Groaning? Okay. Someone, anyone? Okay. Oh, look. If you go to the names of all the main characters in the Bible, look at this. This is crazy. Okay, so you got Adam, right? His name means man. Seth means appointed. Enosh means mortal. Kenan means sorrow or sorrow. Mahalalel is bless God. Jared shall come down. Enoch, teaching. Methuselah, remember, his death shall bring. Lamech, the despairing, and Noah. So look, if you put all these guys' name, it has a message. There's 10 of them. Man's appointed mortal sorrow, the blessed God shall come down, teaching. His death shall bring the despairing rest and comfort. It's talking about Jesus. Look, the blessed God shall come down, teaching. Who is it teaching? It's Jesus teaching. His death shall bring, Jesus died, the despairing, that's us, rest and comfort. Crazy. Okay, so there's 10 of them, right? Well, look at this. There's also 10 plagues of Egypt. And that all, it looks similar. I don't know. The 10 plagues. Okay, Egypt is the word Egypt. The name itself means land, country. Let's see what else. Well, Egypt represents a place of constriction, tribulation, oppression, slavery, and despair. Okay. Let's see, 969. Okay, this is how long Methuselah lived, 969. In the Hebrew means tested, proven. Okay, Greek, beryl. Now look, this is crazy. So he lived 969 years. Beryl, it refers to a precious stone known as beryl. It's a mineral can be found in various colors, including green, blue, yellow, and pink. Man, that sounds like Thanos' rings. But anyway, beryl, check that out. So Methuselah lived 969 years. Look what I found. Beryllium is used in nuclear weapons as a neutron reflector, also known as a pit liner. It reflects neutrons back into the plutonium pit, which increases the force of the explosion and generates additional neutrons. It's a critical component in the trigger mechanism of many nuclear weapons. Beryllium. Now, if you're like, so what's that? Well, beryllium. Did I get it? I think I have found it. Okay, look. Yeah, I got it right here. Beryllium it's one of the stones. Okay, the high priest had a vest on, and it had like 12 stones on it. Well, one of them's beryl, the one I just told you. Okay, and look, and even if you go to Exodus 28:20, and the row forth a beryl, and an onyx and a jasper set gold, that there should be settings. Okay, so this is describing his the high priest's vest with the stones. But look, it's beryl right there. So if you click on beryl, it takes you on to another. Man, this rabbit hole keeps getting crazy. This thing will be 20 hours long if I keep going. But anyway, beryl will take you to Tarish. Tarish, a gem, a topaz, but it's beryl. And see, beryl. But look at this. Do I get it right here? Okay, so Tarish, okay, Jonah, chapter 1, verse 3, but Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed for Tarish. Beryl, I guess you could say. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. Joppa that's Israel. That's their, oh man, I forgot their name already. Let me see, hold on. Joppa. Yeah, it's a port city. Joppa. Man, where is that? I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, well, it's one of the main ports in Israel. Tel Aviv, there it is. Tel Aviv, yeah, I knew I remember. That Joppa's Tel Aviv in Israel. And found the ship going to Tarish, so he paid the fare and went down into it to go with them to Tarish from the presence of Yahweh. Okay, so if you read Jonah, that's where he got eaten by a fish, which I think it was a whale shark, because a whale is not a fish, it's a mammal. Okay, and let me see. Okay, so Jonah, like I said, even Jonah had 3 days, 3 nights in the belly of the fish. So I also think we're gonna have 3 days, 3 nights of darkness that's coming up. I think it's gonna be in May. It's gonna be like a cyber attack for us. No power, no internet. You're on your own basically for 3 days, which I think is in May. And like I said, all this is together with Methuselah, Donald Trump, nukes, and look, even Paul gives us a clue towards the end in First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 52. He says, "In a flash, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, the dead will be raised imperishable, and we will be changed." Remember, death is not the end; it's the beginning. And remember, energy cannot be created or destroyed; it just changes. It just changed form. So, in a flash, in a twinkle of an eye, what is that? That's a nuke. It's the explosion, and it's in a flash. What's a flash? You've seen the nukes. It makes a huge light. So yeah, let's keep going. And look, Forbes. Look, we lost 9.6 trillion in the stock markets, and this was. I saw another article. It said like 11. We're losing trillions. And let me go to the U.S. debt clock. Okay, we're at 36.7 trillion in the national debt. The national debt, I think that's a clock, too. So when this debt hits 38 trillion, I think that's when the nukes drop. I'm just guessing. But 38 numeric value means death. Well, death, numeric value of the word death means numeric value is 38. So I'm waiting for it to hit 37, maybe might something happen, but I know 38 is the big one. So I look at this as a clock. But anyway, yeah. Methuselah, Trump's our Methuselah in the time we're in. That's all I got for now. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.